It is time now for us to make video games. This will be a spoiler stream. I will be spoiling cool lore in the video game. But it's a lot of big picture stuff, so I think it'll be, you know, less plot-related stuff and more like, I don't know, MatPat game theory stuff. I mean, MatPat's dead now. Well, retired, but, you know, that's basically dead on the internet. But okay. What I need to do today, though, is basically wrap up this quest real quick. Because, basically, we've been on this quest where there's a mysterious cave and we need to go into it, and then cool things happen and you learn things about characters and stuff like that. But to actually do that, I need to understand, like, what do we learn? Like, what are the things that are actually possible to learn? Because I haven't really designed much big picture stuff, at least not on stream. Okay, I'm gonna look at, what is this? Scene switch, invalid property state. On base object of type save load. Oh, is it because this is... Okay, it's because this is a tool stat, and this is not a tool stat. Wait, then why is this a tool? Oh, I see. If, Wait, I think if... First of all, does this have anything in ready? No. Okay, good. If engine... It's so weird that it says is editor hint. Like, what does that mean? That the engine is the editor hint. Very strange thing. But oh well. Basically what we do here is just return. Because we don't need to do any of this stuff, as you might imagine. But okay, what I'm gonna do now is when we go to this cave, where does this actually lead us to right now? Nowhere. Let's just draw a cave. Because yeah, as I said, I just need to, like, put the most basic possible summary. It's literally gonna be... In fact, I'm gonna just put the basic summary. A cave. Sadak appears. Argue. Next room. Some cool monster. Kill it. And then talk to Sadak again, he's more reasonable. I guess Sadak appears, joins us. Okay. And I'm thinking, in this area, what I've imagined so far, I might as well at least, like, start thinking about it. I'm thinking roots coming down. Because I'll explain more about what the significance of the tree is, because, you know, I mean, we go back to the world. Actually, does the world show the tree? I guess it might. I guess, oh yeah, it would. Yeah, because the tree has to be visible from everywhere anyway. But yeah, I'm thinking now. Historically, I've thought of the tree and the tower as being, like, symbiotic. Like, you know, the tower and the tree were built at the same time. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think they have some sort of antagonistic relationship. The tree is some kind of parasite that has, like, has a root network that extends throughout the entire area. With, like, more and more influence at the mountain. And the tower itself is, like, part of some sort of, like, I don't know exactly. A half-life opposing force. An exterminator of some sort. But yeah, I'm still that's basically, like, what I'm gonna be figuring out this week, more or less, of just, like, what the hell, like, I've designed a bunch of, like, weird stuff, and now I need to, like, have the chickens come home to roost and, like, understand what it actually means. Also, I think an underground lake would be cool, because I had a dream where there's an underground lake. So, you know. And there's a very low ceiling in the dream, so that's important. And right now, there's just going to be, like, I don't know, another rock. I have a lot of these, like, triangular, like, rock ways right now, but this will be basically completely irrelevant once I actually get into 3D modeling. I remember saying that I was going to use this also as, like, an opportunity to do concept art. I don't think so. Yeah, I think out here, this is, like, the very edge of the tree's influence. But it could be cool to have, like... this. Oh yeah, I was making fan art. Or, there was discussion about Sonic OCs. And I was like, I remember making one when I was, like, 15, so I redrew him. Well, drew him for, like, the 3rd time in my entire life. But okay, we need to go to project 2D scenes, nightlight, probably. I guess Crab Hill. What would this be called, actually? I'll call it the Roots Cave. The interesting thing is this is right next to the those other ruins that I made, the necropolis. And I imagine that this actually does interact with them. Or interact with that part of the ruins. Just, you can't get direct access to them. Like, there's some sort of big gulf or something that you can't cross. Yeah, let's make a new scene. Man, I need to do, like... I'm gonna do, like, a placeholder thing. We need fit width, keep aspect centered. This will be 2D, scenes, generic. template. So that way I don't have to keep making this thing again over and over again. Though admittedly it's not actually that much easier to create the inherited scene. But okay, where's generic? Did I skip G? There we are. Okay, Crab Hill, Roots Cave. And then we'll have our beautiful buttons. Back. No. Whoops. Back to entrance. I know which one it is. Isn't it the cave, the south cave? Do we not have? Oh, it's called Crab Hill South Cave 1. Okay. And that means, boom. So this is back, and then forward. Oh yeah, even the music we're listening to right now is part of my, the research that I was doing off stream. Because I've decided that I want to lean on, like, existing music for the compositions. Because I am semi-competent at music, but I don't think I really have what it takes to make super compelling melodies. So what I've been thinking of is, like, what are thematically relevant musicians or, like, operas and things like that I can refer to or, like, build on in my own way. Basically, what is music in the public domain that I can rip off? But it's okay. It'll make me seem smart because I'm using specifically female composers from the 19th century because Jackie is a woman from the 19th century, and specifically British composers. Like now there's a lot of Ethel Smith in the lineup on the stream mix, so enjoy that when we get to it. I'm shuffling it now, and there's like 400 other songs in the playlist, so you're not going to hear it for a while. But okay, what do I want? For now, I'm going to do Spooky Monster or Spooky Skull in Roots. I don't know if this will be like what actually is in the game, but it feels right, so I'll do that right now. Because the nice part about a storyboard is I can change things if they aren't correct. Oh wait, there's gonna be a whole thing about, well, whatever. I'll ignore it for now. Basically, I still need to figure out what actually happens to the people who are alive, or who were, like, kidnapped. Like, are they alive? It'd be nice if it's a relatively happy ending. to draw contrast between places where it's not going to be a happy ending. Yeah, we're going to have roots, and they're going to be all cool. Something that I always love is flowers growing on a skeleton. Maybe I should do that in this one. I'm also thinking the skeleton should be alive. Or it should be, like, a creature that is interacting with us. It's using the crystals to get its fingers larger. No, it's the meta... What are they called? The metatarsals? They're the bone right in... Like, right after your finger joints, there's a joint that's, like, deeper in the palm of your hand. That's why skeleton hands look so long. In reality, it'd basically be, here. Like, the palm would be like this, basically. But okay. This is our cool skeleton. It's very spooky. It's very scary. And eventually, I'll figure out if it actually is supposed to be here, and if this is what it's supposed to be. So this will just be like Root's skeleton. Also, I have no idea how to balance the volume of the music. There's so much dynamic range in it. Okay. New inherited scene. Let's say Roots Cave Skeleton. And I'm gonna do back to cave. Oh, okay. And I'll just keep it like this for now, and then we'll have like a talk. What should this be called? Oh yeah, and there we go. Okay, so let's just make sure that we can go through. And then what I can do is... So we can go in here, go to the cave, come back. We have little Oleander here to talk to. So what are the groups that these need to be in? CH Hidden Cave. Yeah. Oh wait. Okay. And then I should probably have them in the group Crab Hill as well. I'll think about that. Basically, I want it to be that NPCs will automatically stop following you once you leave their, like, realm of influence, or like the area that they want to be in. So for most of these guys, that would be like Crab Hill, which is the city we're in right now. So, okay. When we enter Roots Cave 1, we would need... I'm going to have Sadak off to the side. Oh, wait, no. That's the 3D one. Boom. Actually, we can put him here. And then, yeah, this is what he looks like. He's just a floating head. He's in the lake with the freaky roots. Oh, I see. My playlist simply did not work. Okay. Well, here we go. Ethel Smith. Suite in E major for string orchestra. Okay, so he needs to be here if we do like a... I'm trying to figure out how I want to arrange for things. NPC management's going to get quite complicated in the actual game, but okay. Let's start with the NPCs. So, actually, I should get acquainted with like what the journal tells me right now, because I've like forgotten where I am in this quest. So, journal. Nightlight Part 2. The investigation was officially ended by the governor, but Oleander asked me to go into the cave with him to see what's inside. Okay, so Oleander should say something other than gamer. He should say, like, let's go inside the cave. Okay, and then otherwise, let's do, like, no, I don't want to do this right now. See anything strange? Let's have like a ask, like, why are, or what are these roots? Well, the tree. Which tree? I didn't see any. There are some olive trees. So the giant roots, first of all. So those are from the tree. Would Jackie ask this? Or would she implicitly know when someone says the tree? It's like, oh, you must mean, like, the tree. You know, that tree. Oh, wait, no, we should do, Hidden Cave Interior. Or, I know what to do. Roots Cave. Thankfully. It's easy right now. Okay. Because otherwise, main speaker within CH hidden cave. Let's go in the cave. What would he say? I'll stay close. Okay. And then otherwise, we should go back to the cave. More of those, there might be more of those creatures in there. Okay. We should probably have the skeleton as, like, another thing, honestly. CH, roots. Let's call it Demon Room. Sadly, as usual, it's reverse chronological. I guess I could make this chronological. So if we aren't within the cave, we should go back to the cave. Otherwise, if we aren't within the roots cave, we should do that. Otherwise, if we aren't within the demon room, otherwise... He points to the skeleton in the roots. Okay. And then once we do that, we have to do that. And then let's do next... phase, night, light. Night light 3. So we need the same things that we had before of like all these conditions. Actually, we don't really need, well, maybe we do. Okay. So we need to go cave and meet that creature. Okay. Um, okay, that's all good. So do I see anything strange? Tree? The mountain? Yeah. That's what it is. Okay, because then we can note tree. Let's say tree tower roots. The roots of the tree tower extend for miles, crossing caves all across the area. Tree tower. That's what it's called, right? If we go to the map. Yeah. So do I have this thing? I do, okay. Let's make sure that these activations work now. Or like this dialogue. So we talked to him. Not quite. Oh, right, because it's not main speaker within. It's main speaker nav within. Actually, fuck it. NPCs should just have that. So just do function within. Like, I don't need to, like, have... Isn't there, like, that whole, what, clean code style of, like, never have more than one dot? I don't really subscribe to that notion a lot of the time, but it is... Sometimes it's just, like, annoying to have to do, like, 3 things. Especially in this dynamically typed context. So, are you ready to go deeper? Oh, he's rather large. Do you see anything strange? Nothing remarkable so far. So I think once we enter the area, Sadak should talk to us and be like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be wherever you are. What is the stat that we need? So if we have access to the cave, that means we should have done the stat. So what I'm going to do is if, let's do save low. Ooh, what am I going to do here? Equals global dot player state. Okay. Now I have this. If j dot task completed night light 2. Let's save this. I know. Let's do task is active nightlight 2. And okay. So if, let's say just this, if this turn false. So if there is no task that's active, we don't need this. In fact, we should probably have like I'm gonna have a global spawn NPC. Let's just say ID string, or like mark NPC spawned or something like that. Yeah. Eventually I'll need this. Alright, hang on. I need to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. The music is imperceptibly quiet. Yet again, dynamic range is turning against me. Okay. So we were here. So if the player has follower Sadak, return false. I guess we can do that. And what I'm actually going to do right now is just do npc sadak.talk press .emit. Am I allowed to do this? Let's try it. And actually, he should have whatever he has. Okay, so we have that. Oh, and we should also have, if not save, load, state, get, stat. It should be night light completed or whatever it was. Governor. So yeah, nightlight investigation stopped. And admittedly, I could condense this, but it's easier. It's easier to think about as like cutoffs, basically. Okay. Go to Sadak. So, arrested. So if the player has this follower, if the player has done this next phase, so this should be the investigation is stopped. Yeah, here. This should do next phase. Night lights. And what I'm going to do just for now is... Actually, I have to do this in both cases because the player could be talking to Oleander, which is basically... If you have the stat, investigation stopped, we will do next phase, night light, go to nightlight 6, or whatever it is. But actually, I mean, I guess this is correct. Oh wait, no, I see. Go to phase. I'll just do that. Basically, then I can rearrange things, and it won't have like a hard dependency on being this one. And so that means that it should start with this one. So let's make sure that that works. Oh yeah, I was gonna make sure that, like, Oleander works. But okay, to do more stuff, perfect. Thanks, Sadak. Lovely talking with you. We got you. What is that? Points to the skeleton. The skeleton has nothing to say. So we'll go back. Let's go, the creature's inside. Okay. So he has that to say. So now what we need is, Let's first just start off with, like, I can't believe. Okay. Let's have player as follower NL Oleander. Where are you two going? And this is let's do state. No, main speaker within NL Roots Cave. So we need Sadak annoyed. Okay. So, state get stat. Didn't I tell you? So basically, what this dialogue is... Hang on a minute. Okay. We're going to... Or, this is in the cave. So, Sadak is shocked to see us. And if we've talked to him before about helping with the investigation, didn't I tell you that you'd be arrested? If you, kept... Otherwise, you know this is a crime scene. You aren't supposed to be here. And then, if the player has the follower, NL Oleander, so let's say Sadak, or let's say, so my apologies, Premier. There wasn't anyone else. Or, what should we say here? The Peacekeeper outside. So I wasn't able to get anyone else to help. Okay, so let's do this for now, and eventually I'll do the other stuff. Let's just say, like, to do, implement the other paths. Because eventually it's going to exit here with Sadak joining the player. So, like, speaker, follow, player. Oh yeah, because we have main speaker nav follow player, don't we? Oh wait, no. Okay, we do this. Yeah, and then we have dismiss. Okay. What would Sadak think here? I think we need one more room to sort of establish, because I think what Sadak is going to do is order Oleander to leave without you. And then you can catch back up to them. Yeah. Or something happens with the cave. Like the way is blocked or something like that. Though now it feels like that'd be, you know, a very contrived thing. You know, for now I'm just gonna skip it. To do some to force to join you. Let's just put that here. Well, actually, we could just do this. Otherwise, out. And this will be exit plus, hidden cave. What am I looking for? I guess it's just south, Crab Hill South Cave 1. That's what I need. Let's have function to player. Tree, main, scene. Exit scene. Okay. Oh wait, no. Current scene dot go to scene path exit scene. There we are. Basically, he's the next boss, or I guess. Okay. And then when he's following you, we should do some sort of other thing. Next phase, probably. Next phase, night light. So this is what? In the cave with him and Oleander. And then I'm going to do main speaker dismiss. Okay. Let's say that. And then we're just going to say here is... Okay. For now, I'm just going to put argue. Lots of to-dos here. Because most of this is not going to be very important. Well, it will be, but I'm just going to add the framework right now of like... So let's say otherwise following player. And then otherwise... Actually, we have a few things here. Main speaker, follow player. And then what I'm going to do is otherwise just do this again. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I need to do context to player. There we are. Because that gets the player out of here. Okay, so if the player has that, we don't really need that. So if the main speaker is within, whatever it is, the demon thing, was ch roots demon room. Okay. I don't know why it's not a human skeleton, but that's what Sadok's assessment of the creature is. Okay. Oh, I see. Now, he should talk to us. Ignore them. And now we can say all this stuff serves as the skeleton. And now we can talk to the creature. And, I don't know. Politely ask it to stop throwing spooky things at us. I don't know what the creature's gonna do. Okay. Let's say, upon closer examination. You realize the skeleton is slowly moving. The roots, more specifically, being moved. What did I just save? Oh, I see. Rename this to, delete this file. God damn it. Why did it close the file here? It never does that. I've never seen it do that before. God damn it. I hate Sublime Text. Okay. And the reason I had to do that is because you can't move files in the Sublime Text file browser. Okay, whatever. Thankfully, nothing too important was lost. Upon closer examination, the skeleton is moving. Or being moved. The roots are undulating. As if it's breathing. And let's say otherwise. As if inattention. Okay. Okay. Let's have, like, player has follower NL Oleander. Oleander is this. And then we'll have the same thing here. Sadok. Okay. Actually, let's just say here. Let's just say that for now. Okay, we'll have that here. Let's have, like, ask once. Ask once, let's just call this loop Q. Okay. Hmm. So we'll have player has follower NL Oleander. Oleander tenses up. And then we'll have player as follower stock. Oleander looks at you intently. So you're compelled to reach out. Actually, let's just say stares. Actually, let's say stares at your hand. He's keeping a watch to understand what you're doing. I'm thinking of a specific material, like very dry, fine pumice, or something like that. As if your fingers will stick to it. Oh, wait. This is now the creature. So I don't think this does anything. Let's do ask once. Touch. And then what I'm going to do, skip, smash the skeleton. Why do I want to smash the skeleton? Let's say this. You slam your fist into the skull. You hear a crack, but the skull has no visible damage. But it has no visible damage. Your wrist hurts. Okay. Player has follower, Oleander. Sadok observes you. Okay. Why am I doing this? Why did I feel compelled to give this option? I guess because it seems like this skeleton has some significance. And that this will somehow stop the creatures, but I don't know why that would be the case. It just feels like what it would be. So maybe Jackie just feels that as well. So let's do a journal note. Night. Light. Demon. Broken. Let's do a journal note. Journal note, night light, skeleton. There's a corpse, a skeleton among the roots. Night light. 2. Okay. Why did I feel compelled to do that? Okay. So let's have, state no, get stat. This, hmm. Okay. The bones scrape your wrist, drawing the smallest amount of blood. So, you know, one of those kind of painful scrapes where it bleeds a little bit. And that way I don't have to explain like an injury in the game or anything like that. It's just a thing that happens. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Oh wait, we need Oleander. And eventually I should give Oleander a different name. Because he's not meant to be, like, foreign. He's meant to be, like, a native of this area. And Oleander is not a native name to this region. Okay, but let's say... So why did you do that? Hmm. So I said it was... Or I said you shouldn't be in here. The fear has driven you... I don't know. Hmm. Okay. So, I still have no idea how this actually, like, stops anything. But, I don't know. Maybe it does. I'll just say... Yeah, let's have this actually be the end of this. Journal. Complete task. Night light 2. There was nothing in the cave. So hopefully, hang on, actually, journal. So if I do complete task. Okay, I can do a note here. Good. Actually, I need this up here. So that way we don't add multiple task completion notes, I think. Yeah, I think that's correct. And let's have both Sadok and Oleander here. So otherwise, player has follower NL Oleander. I kind of like the idea that you go into this cave and there's just, like, there's not really anything specific down here. Because originally I was thinking like a whole, like, freaking event. But one, with what I've been thinking about so far, it doesn't really make sense. Because this is supposed to be like the edge of the influence of this tree. So the really weird shit would be concentrated in this area. Which makes sense to me, because basically you go from here. I think what I intend now, I should probably design it this way, is you go from the farm. So this is like, or this is where you start the game. So I think what I should plan is that this is the most likely route the player will go. Like they'll go down this thing, then they'll come up here. And then they'll come over here to really crazy stuff. Or they can hop the fence, you know, hop this hill. Or they can come up here. But basically, this is meant to be, like, later game stuff. So it can have the bigger, bolder, weirder, more horrific things. Because, yeah, I do like the idea of you just go into this cave, and the only thing in there, at the very bottom, is a skeleton tangled in roots that is slowly moving as if it's breathing. Hmm. Oop. You watch. The skeleton isn't moving. Hmm. Let's say that. Hmm. I don't see any other. That must be it. Still, we'll need more patrols. Alright, still, we'll need someone to keep an eye on this place. Oh. Well. It must have been the single creature. Okay, let's say that. I don't see anywhere a creature could hide. I'll let Sadak know. Okay. Let's see if this works. So we can talk to the... Oh yeah, we can't talk to the creature yet. Because we need... this. Talker. Actually, did that work? No. Now it worked. Upon closer examination, the skeleton is moving. More accurately, being moved. The roots underneath are undulating, making its chest rise and fall as if it's breathing. The roots push the skeleton slightly upright, as if in attention. Huh? Oh, I see. This is supposed to be here, except... Oh, I see. Actually. It should be this. So, what is this? So, actually, she would say something more like, what on earth do you mean by that? So, well, let's just say, what in... Touch the skeleton. You raise your hand and bring it toward the skeleton. Oleander tenses up. Sadak stares at your hand. Nothing happens as you make contact. I make content. She makes contact. The texture is unpleasant, grippy and dry, as if your fingers will stick to it. You slam your fist into its skull. You hear a crack, but it has no visible damage. Oleander steps toward you, but hesitates. Sadak observes you. Your wrist hurts. You try hitting it again, harder. The cracking sound was the skull hitting the cave. Let's say the cracking sound is the skull hitting the cave wall behind it. There's still no visible damage. Its chest is still moving. Up, then down. With all your strength, you slam your fist into that dreadful skull. It breaks in half. The bones scrape your forearm, drawing the smallest amount of blood. You watch. The rib cage isn't moving. Oh. Because Sadak was the last person to talk, it's been long. It's so long. That's actually an interesting dilemma. Do I want to like reset the speaker name at some point? Like maybe manually, maybe automatically? Let's just put that in bugs of like dialogue viewer. How long until the speaker's name reset? If there's a bunch of narration, should the speaker's name show again? So why did you do that? I don't know. Desecrating the dead is not acceptable. I said you shouldn't be in here. This is what I meant. You can't handle these caves. He looks around. I don't see any other entrances. Must have been that single creature. I'm glad the governor was right. Oh, right. Once we do that, so it should be not stat, or not state. Get stat, light, demon, broken. Leave. You have no reason to look at this thing. The skeleton lies motionless. Its broken skull. Okay. So, once this happens, we should have a dismissal. So what I'm going to do is... Yeah, let's do that. So Sadok leaves. This will be player, dismiss, follower, Sadok. Does this work exactly? So if... Okay, yeah, we can dismiss. Oh wait, does this only do, oh, okay, we do that. And then... I think Oleander will stay with you. So what we can do is like player has follower NL Oleander. And like, see you, Premier. Actually, let's have this down here. So that way, typical thing that I need to do is make sure that, like, the stat to make sure that dialogue isn't repeated should come after, you know, whatever vital task or, like, whatever vital thing needs to be set. Like, whatever, like, completing this task is way more important than not repeating the dialogue. So I should make sure that the task is guaranteed to be finished when we mark that as, like, don't, you know, don't bring this dialogue up again. But okay, when we go to Oleander, we're going to then do, let's do, like, save or state get stat demon broken. What is it? Night light demon broken. So let's just have this here as like so if we are within the cave, actually let's say CH Roots Cave. Let's get out of these caves. If there's anything else. So hopefully the way back isn't, I don't like being in here too long. Not sure what came over me. It's alright, I don't, The caves are strange, or eerie. Hmm. Hmm. So let's say thank you again for helping. Or even if it wasn't actually that much. So even if, hmm. Um... Where would Oleander be, though? But okay, so we have go to phase nightlight. Oh yeah, we can... I'm gonna mark this as completed. So, being here too long, set phase night light completed. Night light. Hello again, Jackie. You want to talk about something? Just stopping by. Or that was all. Always happy to talk, Jackie. Okay. Where's this guy even gonna be? I don't think he's gonna be anywhere. I guess he might actually be... Let's go to the cave one. So... Stage 2, Nightlight Part 2. Conditional here. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's have, so you're staying here? Well... Yeah, let's have... Note Night Light 2, where, journal task is complete. Night Light 2. And this will just be like a end. Anything new with your investigation? Not much. I'm the one. So, we'll be doing this for a week. Okay. And that way I can do that. Okay. Let's see how this works. So I should be able to talk to Oleander. I should be able to talk to Sadok. There's something wrong with that skeleton. Well, now he should have the other thing. Oh yeah, because Sadok was supposed to be dismissed. Yeah, let's just do like journal. Task is complete. Night light 2. Well, follower, NPC, no, Sadok. Okay, there we are. So what does Oleander have to say? He has nothing to say. Interesting. So we have this. Main speaker within, without, with this, with that. What's happening here? Why am I not able to talk to him anymore? Is the button even like, oh, the button's, oh, okay, I see. There we go. Let's get out of these caves. I don't like being in here too long. Oh, and then we need to do, like this. Ignore them. Okay, so this is also something where, wait, why was he here? Should spawn. So if task is active, Nightlight 2. Oh, but what we need to do is else Q free. Elif has node NPC Sadok. Okay. Not convinced you can help. Let's just do journal task is complete. Night light 2. Actually, why are we still going to phase nightlight? Let's have that actually. Let's just set phase night light complete. Go to phase night light. And that way we can just do light complete. And then if player has follower Sadok leaves yeah, good enough. Okay, Sadok leaves. Let's get out of these caves. That was strange. Are you alright? Caves are eerie. Thank you again for helping investigate, even if it was empty in the end. Or even if there wasn't much. Okay, now he's here. Hello again, Jackie. Anything new with your investigation? Or, let's say, actually, if we are at the caves, let's do this. Main speaker at or within CH hidden cave. Wasn't the investigation thought for a week, and then we'll seal it with concrete. Just to make sure nothing we missed comes out. Otherwise... Is there anything new with the caves? The strange investigation? Or, let's say, I know. Not discussed. Call it that. Anything new with the caves? The investigation? So, let's say... I fear... So we haven't even found remains. I fear they were eaten by the creature. Okay. So, did I want to talk to him about something? How's his investigation continuing? I thought the caves were empty. And then, let's try again. Oh, why is it not completing? Oh, I see. Because it needs to be back there. And then we can do this again. That was all. Okay, always happy to talk. Okay. Now we have all sorts of things. We have basically the quest summarized. Do I want to do my big spoilery stuff? Probably not on stream, honestly. I've hinted at some of the spoilery stuff. But maybe just a couple hours to to finish up a few things. Good enough, because then I can, like, plan out the other quests. Because, yeah, I don't want to put too much out there about what the game's going to be. Also, I'm still divided on how this train track is going to work. Like, do I really want it to be such a major thing? Like, look at how much rock they had to cut away. That's an insane amount of, like, material. Ah, well. Not really here nor there. I think I'm going to keep it short today. I will keep some secrets. So, Nightlight 2 has a short ending. Hang on broader ideas. Alright. With that, I will call it a day. We're not even having spoilers anymore. Oh wait, hang on. My little stream UI changed. Alright, whatever. See you later.